Hey guys, this is Tyler Zombro from Tread Athletics, and today we wanted to take a look at Mitch Keller's most recent bullpen here at Tread HQ. Mitch Keller recently became a Tread athlete working with Coach Devin Hayes through a pretty incredible bullpen here at HQ. The videos that we posted, you guys probably saw the 100.9 mile an hour fastball, and so we wanted to take a deeper look at the data behind that to see just how impressive it was. So one of the things that we wanted to do with Mitch is we want to really validate his approach, how he's attacking hitters, what his arsenal looks like. Is there a pitch we should add? Maybe we need to subtract, and really solidify his arsenal going into the season. Mitch has been an up-and-coming prospect for years, has shown flashes of being a dominant arm, certainly has Cy Young caliber stuff. It's been a little bit of a roller coaster so far. So in order here from 2019 to 2021, his FIP has gone 3.19 to 6.75 to 4.3, and the corresponding ERAs those years are 7.13, 2.91 to 6.17. So you can actually see in the year that he had his best ERA, he had his worst FIP, which again can be misleading in terms of how he's actually performing on the mound. So as this bullpen went on, mechanically, I think a lot of the similarities pop up to Gerrit Cole. So doesn't have a lot of counter rotation of the trunk nor the pelvis. He kind of finds that hinge pretty late and deep, which promotes a lower release height, which gives you a little bit of that vertical approach angle fastball. So in doing that, I wanted to take a dive, look number by number to see exactly how close he was to Gerrit Cole. So after pulling up the tabular data, when we're looking pitch by pitch at Mitch's bullpen compared to Gerrit Cole's averages across the 2021 season, it goes as follows. Velocity, Mitch was up 1.3 miles an hour compared to Cole. Movement-wise, he only had 1 inch less carry and 2 inches less of arm side run, and then spin rate was within 50 RPMs. So percentage-wise, a really tiny difference between him and Cole with their fastballs. Looking at slider, Mitch averaged 2 miles an hour harder and had 2 inches less of depth and 2 inches less glove side, but still a very close pitch with those spin rates being within 100 as well. As far as curveball, Mitch threw his 1.2 miles an hour slower with much more depth and a little more glove side sweep. Changeups, Mitch threw his 2 miles an hour harder with more depth and more arm side. So looking at these things, pitchers are always wondering, what can I do more? What can I add? Is there another variable I need to put into the mix? And a lot of times it's just simplifying and doing what you're good at. And so in Mitch's case, as we look at these movement plots here, you can see how closely he and Cole's arsenals stack up. And then that really promotes clarity for Mitch in terms of how he can go approach hitters moving forward. In previous videos, we've talked about fastball utilization and throwing more off speed. Mitch threw 57% fastballs in 2021. And so what we can do is reverse engineer to look at Cole's usages to see, should Mitch be using the slider more, maybe the curveball, changeup, etc., and really provide him the tools necessary to go compete at his highest level. So thankfully, with our comp model, as we look at all of these graphs and these data points, when we're able to give a guy a direct comparison of who he links to in the major leagues, and this is across all levels for us, not necessarily so much in high school, but college arms, minor league arms, big league arms, if we can provide you with an example of what pitcher you're closest to, it can provide so much context in terms of, again, adding or subtracting a pitch, promoting a little more glove side movement, arm side movement, increasing vertical break, promoting more depth, whatever that might be. But we're going to provide you with the proper analysis to see where you need to navigate to optimize your career. And so looking at just in this small sample size here, I have a scatter plot that might be a little difficult to read, but the main variables we're looking at with this are going to be velocity, horizontal movement, vertical movement, release height, release side, and velocity differential off the fastball. And in this plot here, all major league pitches are tracked, and you can see exactly how close Mitch is to Gerrit Cole across the board with all of his pitches. So something that we'd like to dive into here, again, Mitch has made a lot of changes with Coach Devin Hayes. has him on a great track, and just how impressive that bullpen was. We have the data to support that, to show that he really does have Cy Young caliber stuff. That's it for Mitch Keller's data analysis here. If you guys have any questions about the process behind that in terms of how we're analyzing it, the comp model, or if there are any guys out there who you would like to see us dive into a bit more, feel free to shoot those over and we'll take a look.